Ahoy, ahoy. More on why I'm saying that in just a minute. First of all, I'm going to show you this, because this mission is Ravage Lost. It does come in single player version and in multiplayer version, but I find at the moment, single player version doesn't quite work for me. So I'm going to show you how to start a multiplayer one. Multiplayer, server browser, host new session, call it anything you like. Make sure it's on LAN. Host, pick your map, which in this case is Chernarus Redux, and there we go, there's Ravage Lost. And we hit play. Okay, here we are. We're spawning somewhere on Chernarus. So let's just have a little look-see. Stuck in a tree, great start. Where are we? No idea. Okay, now I said there's a reason why I'm saying ahoy ahoy. This is Ravage Lost. It is by Undead, another new author. And it is my belief that he is from Slovakia. And in Slovakia, the most common greeting is ahoy. And yes, it does indeed derive from the same ahoy as in sailors. Now actually, Serbia. I do know a little Slovakian, not much. But what I particularly enjoy in Slovakian is a lovely little phrase, dobre dobri, which effectively is good good, but can be used as a sort of informal greeting, I guess. Dobre dobri. Quite nice. It's funny, the internet would have you believe that Slovakian is the most difficult language there is to learn, but that's absolutely untrue. It sure as heck isn't easy, but it's not Icelandic, that's for sure. Now, something that's always amused me about ahoy is when Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, one of the first things he worried about was how people should greet each other. Now you might think, well, just say hello like we normally do. Well, bear in mind that back then, hello wasn't quite as common as we tend to think it is today. Yeah, hello is not a universal greeting. And certainly if you're older, and perhaps if you're British, you might be familiar with using a version of hello, usually with a U, as in hello, as an expression of surprise. It's like, hello? What's that? Which actually makes the American somewhat sarcastic version, as seen in, what's it called, Back to the Future? Hello, McFly. That doesn't seem quite so new, does it? Anyway, Alexander Graham Bell's preferred choice for how to answer the telephone was to say ahoy. In fact, what he particularly favoured was saying ahoy hoy. If you pay attention when watching Simpsons, you'll find that that is how Mr. Burns answers the phone. He's clever, they're suggesting he's old. Yeah. I'm just looking at that over there and thinking, is that an island? Now, there's some things to say about this mission. In fact, there's quite a lot of things to say about this mission. The very first thing to say is, it's multiplayer. There's a single player version, but as I say, I can't actually get it to work at the moment. By all means try it out. It might just be my setup, but I spawn in dead. and am unable to do anything. Now, one lovely thing about the multiplayer aspect of this is it is using GRAD for persistence. In other words, it saves. So you could run this on a little server and it will store your progress. And I think it says it handles up to 20 players, so not bad. Yes, I'm going to rob this. There's all kinds of features in here. Now, it uses Ravage, primarily for hunger and thirst, but also for them zombies. It's using Churnerous Redux as its landscape. So, gosh, my second Churnerous Ravage mission in just a few days. I'm disappointed. Oops. Karma. It has base building. Everyone always asks about base building. Yeah, it has genuine base building. But let's just press home. And look. We've got a menu. You craft fortifications. Groups, that's, multiplayer function. Earplugs. Earplugs can be quite handy. Save server, wipe server. Have to be an admin. So there you go. What else have we got? There's a locking system with multiplayer in mind. You can lock vehicles. If you craft gates and things, you can lock them. All sorts. Now, the base building is actually relatively simple at the moment, and every component costs a sort of banknote, and you need a toolkit in order to be able to do this. It also suffers from the same limitations as any other attempts at base building, which is to say that maps all have a mesh, a navigation mesh, baked into them. And I don't say baked by accident, that's actually one of the terms used when creating a map. There is this navigation mesh. You might see, for instance, if there was a zombie chasing me along the road here, or walking along the road here, they tend to walk to one side like this and follow quite strictly along there until they find some reason to divert from that. And that's because the navigation mesh that spawns along roads, it's effectively a sort of wireframe mesh. It's most concentrated along the sides of the road, and so any AI unit that has no other reason to be going anywhere will follow that. And that's why base building has always been problematic. If you are creating new sort of walls and things, zombies don't know about them. None of the AI does. They're still following the navigation mesh, which was created at the time that the map was. Creating the mission does nothing to alter that navigation mesh, and spawning in base building components does nothing to alter that navigation mesh. So they will happily follow the mesh through walls. And I think Undead, as indeed the author of this mission calls himself, Undead noted that if you... how do you put it? He said if you build too close to existing buildings and things, zombies might be able to spawn through. And it's like, well, yes. Yeah, they can walk through walls. So, by all means, build a base. It's perfectly fun, but don't think of it as an impregnable zombie fortress. And obviously, if you're going to build it adjacent to an existing building, then expect that the navigation mesh flows around that building, so any path that an AI would follow to pass by the outside of that building is likely to pass right through your fortification. So there we go. Just occur. So another one, another. There's quite a few zombies around. Haven't seen any runners so far, which is basically good news. That seems a bit more inland than I thought. And there, DC, bottom left, GRAD persistence, mission saved. What else have we got in here? Oh yes, there is a loot spawning system. You might think, well, big deal, Ravage's got a loot spawning system. You don't necessarily have to use it. What Ravage's system does is create furniture inside buildings. And it's on that furniture that things spawn. Whereas here, looky, we've got normal. I say normal. Loot spawns in the old DayZ mod manner. Now, hopefully, that won't attract a pile of zombies that'll be standing at the bottom of the ladder when I come down. Hopefully. What else do we have in here? Well, there's vehicle spawning. Vehicles spawn around the map in the manner you might expect. There is a maximum limit of vehicles. Every time you start the server, it will check to see if you have reached that limit or not. If not, it'll spawn more stuff. Blast, that's a runner. And vehicles spawn often in ways that you would expect. Such that if you get to an airfield and you find aircraft, you'll find them at an airfield, probably in a hangar. That's how it'll be. So, things like that. Right, we heard bang, 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 bang over there. Let's see anything. I generally don't like being up atop these kind of things. It feels awfully like I'm going to fall down. Alright, let's have a little look-see. Oh! Am I in the... There's like an inlet there. No, maybe. I was thinking, are we in the northeast corner of the map? Not sure now that I think about it. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that is surely the northeast airfield. Or at least how it appears these days. Isn't it? I recall there was a hill leading down. Seems about right. Right. This might get hairy at the bottom. Oh, tell you what I'm going to do while I'm here. Pose for a thumbnail image. Try not to have any icons on the screen. There we go. That is going to be my thumbnail image. Right. I don't recall the northeast airfield being so close to the water. I do recall it being up a hill. Seem to recall the hill being more substantial. Oh, now, what else? You might have noticed at the start of this, it referred to EVR being ready. Uh-oh. EVR is a type of electrical storm. Oh, chuff. Yeah? Come on, quick, quick, quick. Oh, no. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yes, anyway, EVR, kind of electrical storm thing. You do not want to be in a vehicle when one of those goes off. At least you especially do not want to be in an aircraft. Right. Ugh. Wow, we managed to run away. Now, we have very little ammunition. What else do we have on this? Oh, magazine repack. That's a handy thing. You can repack bullets to ensure that you have full magazines. Oops, I'm getting little stutters every now and then. It's just doing stuff. Oh, that was quite a big stutter. Ooh, blimey. Uh-oh. I think there might be a storm coming. Sorry. Oh, lost it. Sorry, I am getting a bit of stuttering here. Oh, that's really not good. Let's go first person. Try and keep the head down. I'm not quite sure what it's trying to load in or process. try and keep my field of view small. Right, I think we're okay. From the looks of all those, yeah, this is indeed the northeast airfield. Gosh, I guess I haven't been here in Chernarys Redux. What else have we got in this mission? Heli crashes. Everyone likes a heli crash. Oh, yep, I think that's an EVR. Phew. Cags it rolls. I'm just glad to be indoors and away from what was going on out there. Oh, a bandana. Well. So, I'm going to play until I die, because that's how I always do this stuff. I'm wondering how indoors I have to be. My health seems alright. Whoa. That's got a bit in a mask. Back in the old days. Phew. Am I okay? Basically. Nice that killed the zombies, wasn't it? Now, I'm not actually sure it's entirely over. Another bandana. Well, certainly, as you can see, you don't want that happening whilst you're, say, trying to fly a plane. Helicopter might not be so bad. I am using enhanced movement, like I usually do. Actually, empty bottle might be of use until I know what the prevalence of food and water is going to be. I might need to be filling something up. Eh. Oh, what kind of clothes were they? Not that it really cares. Workers. You might notice usual Ravage searchy loot system is not turned on. There's a lot of clothing to be found, isn't there? Is that an actual tire? Ooh. Blast! If only I had some kind of bag or something. The amount of clothes lying around in here, I can only assume that when the zombie rapture happened, people were just snatched up from their earthly existence, leaving their clothes behind. It occurs to me I was in a little bit of a hurry to get in here, so I didn't stop to have much of a look around. So I have no idea if there's any people here. It looks like the only people around are ex-people. But, you know, no harm being careful. Yes, indeed. It's a bargain. Check. Oh. I hear a noise. No. There's a few things in here. So, as you can probably see, the scope of this is pretty decent. Undead has done a pretty good job. Snazzy. This is very much a sandbox game. There are no missions as such. It's up to you how you play it. You survive for as long as you can. It does have Ravage, Hunger and Thirst, so if we look over there, I'll drop down a bit. Not a huge amount. Right, some ammunition for PKM. It's a pity. Oh, what is that picked up? 47. I might have to do a bit more. Oh, some food. Careful about how I'm looking around because I'm not seeing some of this stuff other than the icon to pick up. Oh, if you're wondering why I went first person here, because sometimes going through these tents in third person, things click and don't work out properly. Oh, hello. I'm just thinking I should be a bit more careful when I look around here. Right. I would say the thing that we are lacking the most right now is decent weaponry. Yeah, we picked up that gun. Yeah, we've got some ammunition, but we effectively have nothing that's compatible with anything. And this pistol, well, I've already been through a magazine of that, and so I've got, what, 16 shots left? That ain't great. That's slightly better. Oh, binoculars, brilliant. Yeah. Well, this hasn't been great, but it hasn't been terrible. Oh dear. It's a bit grim, isn't it? If this was Ravage, well, this was with the normal Ravage loot system, I'd be searching all these lockers. It isn't, so I'm not. Yes, hello Tara, you're coming with me. Yeah, quite honestly, I think so far I've showed off most of the things in this. This is the place we are earlier, wasn't it? Yes, it was. So, about the only thing we haven't done so far is run into trouble in terms of combat. We've heard someone shooting in the distance, but that's all. Not that I'm necessarily complaining. Back in the DayZ mod days, my tactic was always to make sure that when encountering other players, you see them before they see you. That way you decide if and when and where combat takes place. I actually spent very little time fighting other people. Spent a lot of time being ready to fight other people. Enhanced movement. I was kind of hoping I might find an aircraft here, but then I'd probably struggle to be able to fix it. chuff. Yeah, it's a running tiger zombie. Let's get a move on. Right, we lost him. Let's just get in here. Glitch, glitch, glitch. Yeah, I won't say no to that. Well, I'm finding lots of ammunition for things I don't have. Yeah, I kind of like that hat. Woohoo. So I'm very impressed with this. It ticks an awful lot of boxes for things that people ask for. Yeah, those clothes. Right, what are these guns? Looks like an MP5, yep. And an M4. Or an M16, yeah. Well, it certainly seems that I'm in the right kind of place to find the stuff that I might want. G17 mags, I think, can they be used in MP5s? I think they might be. Ooh. Goodness me. Yeah, ammunition is going to be a problem. I think because... Did I hear a shot, or was that artifact of the rain? I think it was the rain. But yeah, because cup weapons has been used, there are a lot of weapons available. I have a funny feeling you can put G17, but no, I guess not. No, nothing. Oops. Don't like getting whacked by doors. You can spend so much time playing around with your appearance. So I want the balaclava. The next scarf, how much of a difference does it make? Anyway. yeah, if you fancy a game with your friends, it's a very easy one to set up. Whether you're using a server or whether you're using something a bit more conventional, like hosting it on your own machine. This is impressive for just how little you need to do. Most things are set up already. Oh, I wonder if it was all... Uh-oh. Well, it managed to fall off the roof. You see, I wonder if it was all those cars there that caused things to run slowly earlier. I don't have any means of fixing myself. Could this be my first ever video that ends without me shooting anyone? Uh-oh, even walking zombies are faster than me. Ah, another gun I don't have any bullets for. Brilliant. See, my process for making videos can seem a little weird to people at times. It will sometimes require multiple playthroughs in order to get a video. Just wondering if there's anything I could tear up there. Seems not. You know, what happens if I play a mission and only get 20 minutes in? Well, I might have to play it again. In order to have a more substantial and substantive video. What are we going to do here? I've hurt myself, admittedly, caused by a glitch, but that doesn't provide any comfort. Well, we'll find out, won't we? I would, of course, like to show you some action. But I might not be able to. Right, that's some powdered milk. Oh, my health is really bad. I wonder... Yeah, if I... Hey! See, if I can increase my health a bit through eating food, will that fix me? The answer is yes! Racketeer clothes. Hey. No, I quite like the kit I'm wearing. I am extremely badly hurt. Ooh, rabbits. Do I have a gutting knife? I don't think I do. No, I do not. So, hello, Mr. Rabbit. Yeah, areas like this are ideal for hunting. Yeah, large flat area. That's where you're going to be most able to take down animals. Well, rabbits. Strange, Arma 2 had quite a profusion of animal life, but Arma 3 doesn't. It's actually quite annoying because in the early days of Arma 3 it did. There were more animals, and the way they were coded was different. Quite annoyed because I actually started off writing a mission where you would actually be a dog. Ultimately, I ended up envisaging a mission where you'd be like a dog called Ravage, so you could play some post-apocalyptic type mission, but from the point of view of a dog. Hello. I thought that'd be rather fun. And actually, back then, it was very easy to transform a player into an animal. It made some of the animations a bit but it generally worked pretty well. Looks like another Makarov. Empty. Wow. Everyone left behind bandanas and balaclavas when they left. Oh, I didn't get the wall glitch. Yeah. Often you can glitch through the wall here onto a ladder, but not today. Interesting. If you're wondering why I didn't go ahead and make the dog mission, the way Arma altered its handling of animals just completely changed everything. It made it extraordinarily difficult to do anything like that now. So, sorry. And in fact, you know, when I look these days, I can't see any reasonable way of changing the player into an animal without having to do endless amounts of programming, basically create everything from scratch. Say, right, well, we're kind of okay. I wouldn't mind finding, oh thank goodness, finding some suitable ammunition. Or a gun that matches some of the ammunition I'm already carrying. So many clothes lying around, they're all going to be the same. I haven't heard any gunshots or seen any sign of anyone in a long time. We heard one flurry of shots earlier and that was it. Please be the right ammo for something. No. Well, Makarov at least. TT is pistol. Nothing really. Well, I think we've magnificently failed to find anything here. That car, is that decoration? I've got Binoculars now. No, that's a real car. By real car, I mean a fixable car. We've got a hose, got a jerry can. What we lack is a toolkit. Ah, yes. We managed it. Oh, what was that? Is it just those clothes? It is just those clothes. Trying to do an enhanced movement, climb down. Oops. Well, kind of worked. Yeah, if you stand close to an edge, you should be able to hit the enhanced movement button and climb down. But I had real trouble getting it to work. I think the thing we most lack at the moment is something to drink. A toolkit would be nice. You know, that's something about the zombies. Most of them have gone. They've wandered off. I'm just wondering what we can do with that car. We are actually a bit overloaded at the moment. Ooh, what kind of gloves are these? Sorry, I'm a little obsessed with gloves at times. Don't know these ones. I like wearing gloves. I wear gloves practically the whole time when I leave the house. It's not through any fear of germs or anything like that. It's, back when I worked in film, in the days when I got to do camera work and stuff, the trouble with sort of doing, well, I say the trouble, some of the trouble with camera work is turning up on a location in some freezing cold place where you need to wear gloves to keep your hands warm so that they'll operate properly, but you can't be wearing anything too thick because then you won't be able to work the tiny controls on the sides of the cameras. Wow. Apart from that wheel, this is largely okay. That's not a particularly bad wheel. Yes, claim. My car. Lock. It is going to need a toolkit to fix, isn't it? Yeah. I can't really feel it though. That's not bad. And it's surprisingly drivable for a three-wheeled car. Oh, I say surprisingly drivable, as long as you only want to turn right. can't see very well in first person. Hello? Yeah, that is... yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. There's a little town just over to the left. Hey. Oh, sorry, Mr. Zombie. Oh, goodness me. Another one I missed. These rather large car parks over here. The vehicles are all decoration, aren't they? But yeah, this rubbish little car is basically okay. Right, there's a warehouse over there. Warehouses like that count as industrial units. And industrial units are generally, well, if it's following the old rules, are the most likely places in which to find industrial loot, such as toolkits. I could have sworn that was somebody. Blast. Oh, we heard that, didn't we? That wasn't just my imagination, was it? That sounded very much like a gunshot. A small caliber one. A single shot at that. Right, there we go, there's trouble. Why hasn't there been any more shooting? Oh, that was dumb. Wasted almost a whole magazine on nothing. Right, where's our shooter? Why is he barely shot at anything? obviously tons of zombies about. I was going to say that's a zombie being killed, but it wasn't me that ran that one over. Ah, nuts. Oh god, that was terrible. Oh, great. Where is our shooter? I can't afford to shoot any more zombies. Ah, chuff. That's a runner. Oh, seeing them here. Magazine repack. And so it means instead of magazine with 2 shots, another one with 1 shot. We've got a single magazine with 3. Last I'm annoyed that we didn't find that guy. Oh, it's possible the zombies got very quickly. I'm also concerned that it's getting dark. Oh. I thought there was a fire or something useful, but no. Right. Do the headlights work? Yes. Now, this may not be the fastest or the bestest car around, but it is a car. It's faster than walking. If you wonder, I do turn down the vehicle engines during editing. Just because I'm aware of how wearing it is to listen to them all the time. Oops. Yeah, I thought there was a supermarket in this town. I wonder what that looks like. Whilst I can still see. Gosh, it's getting dark quickly. Yay. Zombie walking through the shelves there. That's fun. Oh, ow. Ow, wrong gun. Idiot. I'm gonna have to treat myself. That's my one first aid kit. Just in time. Quick look through the back. Nothing. There's a runner. To the car. That was an exercise in futility. Do we have a compass? No, we don't. I think we might want to go back and go left. Oh heck, is that the left I should have been taking? Oh, chuff. Wow, this is kind of weird. We have fought no AI at all. I haven't even seen one. Heard evidence of their existence, but that's all. All we've really done is fail to kill zombies very well and got a wonky car. Try to steer with a mouse. wondering if steering with the mouse might make it easier to keep up a constant heading. Slightly. Yeah, that's better. Normally I wouldn't want to steer with the mouse ever. Mr. Rabbit. That's what that white V is hovering off to the left. God, there are a lot of rabbits. Oh wow, we managed to get up here. Almost 40 kilometers an hour. Well, over. Still accelerating. $50. Uh-oh. Feels like I might have difficulty steering this. I'm gonna hit something. Hey. Yeah, doing alright actually. My nerves are absolutely shot to pieces. It's incredibly hard to maintain, but it's working. Oops. You see what I see over there? Ah! Don't hit that rock, or we do. Yeah, it's a big plume of smoke. That feels like it could well be a crash site. I'm having difficulty seeing it now. It's still there, it's still there. Yes. Good, it's not in the middle of the trees. Is it a crash site? Brilliant it is. Right. Well, we've accomplished something at least. Or we're about to, maybe. Is it beset by zombies? A little bit. That's a runner. Is he the only one? Get out quick. What? Yep, we're doing that. Actually, 5.6 NATO. Yeah, it fits that just as well. Brilliant. And we brilliant. Oh. Oh, I think there's some things we can drop. That box is definitely empty, yeah. Wow. Okay, we are in the game. Hoorah. Right, well, that's an awful lot of stuff we're carrying that we can dump. Yeah, okay. Well, that went well. That went very well. And we're somehow next to a road. I think we've shown off almost all the features in this, apart from AI units and base building. But quite honestly, you do base building in your own time. I don't like base building. Do we have a watch? No, we don't. Now, this is a complete sort of sandbox situation. There are no missions, it's just survival for as long as it goes. Oh, we haven't had any more of that stuttering we had approaching the airfield. I think perhaps I have my sort of draw distance set a bit high for this mission. I often wonder in videos just, you know, what I should talk about, how much I should say about my life, what goes on. Of course, in common with many people, of late I haven't really had very much going on. Many of the things that I find most interesting are jolly difficult to talk about. One of my most deep and abiding interests is barcodes. It was one of the very first things that I ever did on the internet was, see, when I first got online, sort of late 80s, early 90s, there were a lot fewer people online. and people who were generally pretty cool. And people were very approachable. I remember Terry Pratchett. Yeah, dear Terry Pratchett. I'm actually not a Terry Pratchett fan. That's not to say I dislike his work. I've never really read it. I read one of his books, The Colour of Magic, which everyone tells me is the worst one. So, you know, I have an idea of what he's about. But I will be able to get hold of Terry Pratchett books pretty much anywhere, forever. You know, any bookshop I walk into is likely to have a Terry Pratchett book in it. So if I'm ever completely stuck for something to read, Terry Pratchett. But I've never been completely stuck for something to read, so never gone any further. But yeah, Terry Pratchett. You know, when I was at when I was at university, we had a sort of science fiction role-playing club. I can't even really remember, but you know, nerd club. And Terry Pratchett was very approachable. And, his email address wasn't a secret. Oh, I think that's my cam light going off. So we emailed him and said, would you come along to our sci-fi society? He said, yeah, sure. It was that easy. You know, people were very approachable back then. So, one of my sort of longest running interests has been barcodes. It's not a great fun subject to talk about with people who aren't into barcodes, you know. You ever tried talking a girlfriend into accompanying you to the Article Numbering Association's annual conference? Yeah, I have. I was a guest speaker. And I don't work in barcodes, I never have. It's just something I like. And when I got on the internet, one of the first people I got in touch with was the inventor of barcodes, Mr. Laurer. George, lovely guy. And he was only too happy to talk about his work. And just such a generous man. I thoroughly enjoyed many conversations I had with him over the years. Feel thirsty? Do I really? But yeah, you know, can I talk about barcode symbologies in the course of one of these videos? I could, but I don't think you'll be very interested. I could tell you about the big fight I had with Microsoft over 2D barcodes. See, 2D barcodes are weird. That's these QR codes and things that you're now used to seeing. Well, QR codes were designed by a Japanese company, DayZ-style, and DayZ didn't patent what they discovered. They didn't copyright any of the sort of tech behind it. They made it available for anyone to use, and that's why QR codes are the dominant type of 2D barcode. And when 2D barcodes first started to kind of take off, there was a kind of was at first a sort of difficulty in that people didn't know what to use them for. Now, pretty much every time you see a QR code these days, it's actually a web address. But they can contain more information than that. I remember a couple of newspapers early on. They would publish QR codes that were crossword puzzles. So, they would print their usual crossword puzzle in the paper, but they could publish a couple of QR codes, and you'd get a couple of extra crossword puzzles. It was quite a neat way of doing things. But these days they would just be a URL. Oh, I thought I was going to hit that from miles off. Loads of cars here. Last that's a running zombie. But something that a lot of companies have started using QR codes for is the URL that they encode is not the direct URL. What it actually points to is some kind of intermediate server that they use for tracking you. Dislike that intensely. Can I fill up just by stopping here? No, I'll have to actually do it manually. Shut up, zombies. Ooh. But one of the things that upset people like Microsoft was the fact that QR codes were free and available for anyone to use. They hated that. Microsoft liked proprietary technology because then they can control it, make it do what they want. So Microsoft tried to come up with their own 2D barcodes, which are actually a series of coloured triangles. They looked relatively pretty, but the reality of creating them was that the technology was always going to be closed source. It was always going to be under the purview of Microsoft. And whilst they would allow you to use it, every encoded URL would actually go to a Microsoft server, which would then redirect to whatever server you were actually encoding. But the point of this was that Microsoft could produce analytics, and they would enable you to use these analytics. I think the basic plan had been to do it for free initially, but to start charging you later on once they took off. But Microsoft's barcode didn't take off, so that never happened. But it wouldn't even matter if they charged you for the analytics or not, because they were then going to have all that data too. In other words, they were going to steal it. And I just thought that was despicable. Now, I had a website about barcodes, which was one of the very first sort of resources that detailed all the various symbologies. I mean, at one point, I think I had pretty much every barcode symbology listed and decoded, complete with sort of snippets of programming code and everything, so that you could create something to support them. That's just a normal storm, not one of these EVRs. Haven't had another of those. But anyway, I mostly maintain that website actually for my own use. It just meant that with all this information written down there, I always had access to it anywhere I was. I didn't have to remember it or carry it around or something, you know. But I wrote an article about Microsoft's attempt at a 2D barcode, explaining everything about it, and you know, including my criticism of it for their what I saw as dishonest practices. Story Sabor off to the left. Yeah, well, let's go through Story Sabor. 2K. Anyway, I suddenly found that this article that I'd written, had comments available, was attracting a lot of comments, and there were a lot of very negative comments about what I'd written, negative about what I'd written, and very positive about Microsoft's technology. But when I started tracing IP addresses back, what did I find? Many of these people worked for Microsoft, and even the ones who didn't directly were like Microsoft partners and things like that. It's like, oh god. And I specifically called them out for that. And it seemed like Microsoft was conducting searches, or having a PR company conduct searches on its barcode technology. Uh-oh. Yeah, that seems suitable. Not mad keen on this, but it'll do. Why are you not dead? Oh, blimey. Oh, blimey. But yeah, I got a lot of hassle off Microsoft shills. For quite a long time. I had to start blocking them all. Certainly, you know, I wouldn't have minded actual discussion of the technologies involved, and you know, a genuine chat about what was, you know, ethical and wasn't. But no, Microsoft didn't want to do that. That was fun. I'm going to block out. I hope I'm not going to wake up dead. Phew. I think I'm okay. Oh, interesting. Change weapons. I think the moment has passed. I do think I've taken a couple of hits. I know I'm supposed to be thirsty, so... There we go. Finally. Uh-oh. I've ended up in trouble again. Jeez. Get out, get out, get out. Get into the car. Get moving. Those shots sounded like an M4, and they sounded near. I think I saw somebody. Do I not have another chem light? Oh yeah, red ones are a bit weak. Chuck a flare out. Zombies like flares. Where is that person? They sounded so close. What on earth is that? Clothes. Inside that house, maybe. Well, I have to say, the bandits and stuff in this are quite shy. Makes a change. I was quite horrified by my run-in with Microsoft over barcode stuff. It was clear they were just looking for any mention of their barcode technology anywhere on the internet, and then flooding it with fake positive comments. Which I thought was just a bit of a scumbag thing to do. Was that? Yes. Now he's not the only one. Heck. me run. Not far enough. Oh. So yeah, do you want to hear barcode stories from me? I don't think so. Was that weird noise? Now, the guy who was giving me, well, the guy that I've just shot, he was not the only guy. I heard other gunshots, seemed further away. Right, zombies tend to like flares. Let's see. See, that does draw them away. Oh, don't you dare. I really can't talk about barcodes for hours and hours and hours. If you were to ask me what it is that I find so interesting about them, I don't know. When I left school, one of the first things I did was actually art. Ow. And I did a series. Oh dear. I did a series of paintings about product design. I'm never going to get to search this body. I might even die if I'm not careful. Ah! Ah! I'm about to run out of energy. I need to be indoors. Oh, run. Damn. Your adventure ends here. There we go. See the countdown timer, and I will regenerate. So I'm somewhere else. My body will actually still be there. So I could go and find it. But as it stands, I'm going to leave it here. That's the end of my video. My goodness me. Not the most action-packed video, but I think I've explained this mission pretty well. And covered most of the features, I'm pleased to say. Chuck a grenade, a flare. Hey. Charming. So there we go. This is Ravage Lost. It is by Undead, and I do say this from time to time, and I do mean it. If you play a mission that an author has created, go and leave them a message on their Steam Workshop page just to say what you think. Even if you didn't think it was amazing, or even if you think there's stuff that could have been done better, just leave them a message to say hello and that you played it. It makes a world of difference to these fellas. I know how much they love it. And so many of you are so good at leaving me very kind messages. And I do enjoy hearing from you. Usually on YouTube channels, when they say, oh, hey, what do you guys think? Leave a comment below. They don't care. They're not going to read your comment. They certainly aren't going to reply. Why do they tell you to leave comments? Because YouTube counts that as engagement. And a higher engagement score means you show up on search results and things like that. So I will never ask you to leave a comment. Leave a comment if you would like to. I do read all of them, and I will reply if your comment requires one. Or sometimes just to be nice and say hello back. That's part of the reason why I don't want my channel to be any more successful than it is. You know, this is a small channel that only a few people are interested in, and I'm kind of glad of that. You know, it's manageable. I don't see any negative comments ever. I have actually had a more popular channel before. I did have a popular YouTube channel at one point. This was before the money and everything. And it's a lot of hassle. It is a lot of hassle. I couldn't be as nice to people as I wanted to be. So, you know, I'd much rather have this smaller, much more manageable, much more friendly, much more personal channel where I can do as I please. There's no pressure. I mean, gosh, I went sort of 2 months without really doing a video, and now I've done 3 or 4 in 3 or 4 days. Am I going to do a video tomorrow? I don't know. Yeah, I don't plan ahead. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and thank you all for playing this mission if you do. And I also thank you in advance if you leave a comment for Mr. Undead. Oh, you can check them while you're sitting down. Did not know that. Ooh. Ah, what fun. Ooh. That's new. Anyway, until next time, ta-ra.